If there's ever been a feud that has risen to more likes than this, then I don't know what is. As the leader of the F4L and the YouTube icon Jazz Vengeance takes on the leader of the Hollywood Fitness and the YouTube sensation Jazz Fitness. This is the last time for one of these two, as the loser will leave town and become the ultimate champion. So this is going to put an end to one of these guys, and this is going to be something for the ages, folks, as these two guys don't put on a show whenever they go down. It's just that we've tried so many times to have these guys go apart, and it's just not pulling them apart. You can't get them to stop fighting each other. So, and in case you're wondering why they get their entrances, is because, well, this is the last time you'll see all of the glory for at least one of these guys. As the lights go out, as I believe we're waiting for the leader of the F4L to hit up, and the YouTube icon and the YouTube sensation will battle the last time, and it is indeed the leader of the F4L who rises to the occasion. He is your YouTube champion right now.
Champion versus champion contest is an anything goes Iron Man match.
Like I said.
Introducing the champion from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 269 pounds. He is the All-Star Alliance Heavyweight Champion, the hardcore icon, the unpredictable Sean the Hero.
As Jazz Vengeance makes his way to the ring. This could be the last time we see him. Because that's one thing's for sure, folks. This is Iron Man rules, folks. So whoever picks up the most falls will be declared the winner. So, yep. For your amusement, I guess you'd say, or for your benefit, I'm going to keep track myself and keep you guys posted, as you could probably do yourself. Whenever there's a pinfall made, one person will get the point, of course. Unlike everywhere else, pinfall submissions count anywhere. And this is a loser leaves town, folks. So one of them will leave. Leaving their groups to carry on without them. As we're waiting now for the arrival of the other half. And there he is. There's the YouTube sensation himself. The guy with the bulging biceps, the perfect pecs, and the washboard abs.
The champion from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 304 pounds. He is the male all-star, internet undisputed, universal champion.
Well, there you have it.
The show, the All-American, the Voice.
As Jazz Fitness makes his way into the ring. He does not have his Hollywood Fitness group with him, as Jazz Vengeance has not the F4L by his, as this is going to get a final thing. Like I said, it's Iron Man rules. And also, folks, I said during this match, in between keeping track of what's going on here, I will tell you of our predictions for the show as we found out this morning. We did our little thing, and I can tell you right now, we used the same format early this morning, where we set it to demo and for the competition. And this is 10 minutes, folks. That's as far as it goes for this for these two guys. Anywho, so that being said, let's go through what the competition goes, as Jazz Fitness goes for a pin to try to capture the first fall. Gets a 2 count. So, here we go. From the top to the bottom. Our predictions done so by earlier today, and I put them up on Twitter earlier, folks, in a little bit more grander fashion. So let's go through what we had today. We have Akira Tozawa, who will win the. That's a 2 count for Jazz Fitness. Akira Tozawa will win the championship, according to what we did earlier. Heavy Machinery will defeat that of Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. Let's see. We got and there's a fall. First fall goes to Jazz Fitness, ladies and gentlemen. He's 1 fall up on Jazz Vengeance. We have the New Days, Big E and Xavier Woods defeating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We have Ricochet defeating Samoa Joe to capture the United States Championship for the first time. We have Roman Reigns defeating Drew McIntyre. Let's see, what else do we have here? Alexa Bliss will win via countout, or some fact. Well, on our show it was won by countout, but as you know in WWE standards, that if you win by countout, the champion will retain, which is what we're predicting for that one. So Bayley will keep her title, but via countout. Becky Lynch will defeat and retain the title against Lacey Evans. And let's see what else we got here. We also predicted on our show, and we have it set up, and we did earlier, that Bray Wyatt will be making his long-awaited debut in ring today, as he will be interrupting Elias because he does not want to walk with Elias, and Elias will be nice enough to let him in. So we're predicting that as well. Again, we did this all earlier today, folks. This same format you're watching right now, we did. And that's how we are able to get these wins and these outcomes. Kofi Kingston will retain against Dolph Ziggler in the steel cage match. And Seth Rollins will defeat and retain the title against Baron Corbin. And I don't care what anybody else says. And we set it up so it's a factor. And there's a fall there for Jazz Vengeance as well. I believe it is 1-1. And I apologize if I missed any in between. But let's face it. The thing will keep track of it for us. So that's what we got for wins. And that's our predictions for today. So Akira Tozawa winning the Cruiserweight Championship in the 3-way. Heavy Machinery Tag Team titles. Jazz Vengeance just picked up another fall, folks. So from the time I've watched it, it's picked up 2 now. So as far as I know, it's 2-1. Heavy Machinery defeating Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan winning the tag titles. As Jazz Fitness is now measuring Jazz Vengeance. There is a spear. That could be the end of Jazz Vengeance right there in that exchange. New Days, Big E and Xavier Woods will defeat Zayn and Owens. Ricochet will defeat and win the United States Championship, even though I really like Samoa Joe. I think that is what's going to happen there, because this is the show we seen earlier. We did it all through these matches, like I said, folks. We went through this song and dance, and this is where we get our results. Reigns is going to defeat Drew McIntyre, although Shane, we all know, is going to get involved there. And Alexa Bliss will win via countout, which in WWE Standard Worlds would probably win via disqualification, but Bayley will retain via some type of way that way. Becky Lynch will defeat Lacey Evans with no issues whatsoever. Let's see. Kofi Kingston will retain against Dolph Ziggler in the steel cage. Bray Wyatt will make his return, most likely taking up and picking on Elias. And finally, in the main event, Seth Rollins will defeat Baron Corbin to retain the Universal Championship. regardless who the special guest referee will be. And Brock Lesnar did not cash in the briefcase today, so most likely he won't do it tonight either. So those are our predictions for today's show. So you heard it here first, folks, and now that I've gone through what the competitors are going to do, I'm going to sit here and watch the rest of this match on our show that does matter, as Vengeance gets a 2 count, and now I can pay attention to our own show, as this is how it comes to an end for one of these guys. 10 minutes to prove who the man is. As Fitness puts on a stall. Looks like he's going for the Twinkie driver, and he is. And Fitness takes him down for the Twinkie driver. And that's a pinfall. And I, again, folks, apologize if there's been pinfalls and submissions in the middle. I don't really know. I was too focused on trying to give you guys what our predictions were earlier. But I can tell you now, at least I know that Jazz Vengeance, I believe, is up by 1. And Fitness now is up 2, I think. If not, they're tied anyway. As Vengeance takes down Fitness with an axe handle. These two have had bad blood from pretty much the day one. Oh, there's that shadow kick by Jazz Vengeance. That could be the end right there. And nope, Fitness gets out. Good luck, good for Jazz Fitness getting out of that. Not many people have been able to take the shadow kick and get up and kick out of it. As Vengeance is measuring, and here comes the deep fried Oreo driver. There it is. By Vengeance. And that's going to be a fall for Jazz Vengeance. But Fitness, to his credit, is right up. Uh-oh. Looks like he's going for another Twinkie driver. Right into a Twinkie driver, folks. How do you go from getting a deep fried Oreo driver to a Twinkie driver that quick? But it gets a 2 count. You're not quite going to put him away that time. And now Fitness is measuring Jazz Vengeance again. As Vengeance gets, gives a stamp of disapproval. There it is. Earlier today we saw that's how my son won, retained the YouTube the Internet Championship. But on that exchange is not the end of Jazz Fitness, and he's getting measured again by Vengeance. And here comes another deep fried Oreo driver. There it is. And that's another 3 count. We got 45 seconds left, folks. Can Jazz Fitness come back into this? Nice belly to belly over the head throw. Fitness drags Vengeance to the middle. Oh my, what's this? And Fitness pulling out all stops. There's a slam. And picks up a fall himself. And we're going to have a clear winner, folks, regardless. If this ends up in a tie, it will go to sudden death, of course. But I don't think in the history there's ever been a tie, and that's the end of it. And how about that, folks? In the end, how about that? Well, folks, on this roster, on this show, it's been fun. It's been great. But in the end, the deep fried Oreo driver was a little bit more effective than that of the Twinkie driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your male all-star, internet undisputed, universal, and the hardcore icon, the unpredictable Sean the Hero.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, and that's it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Best of luck to Jazz Fitness in his future endeavors. So as far as this roster goes on this show, Jazz Fitness will be leaving for good, leaving behind the Hollywood Fitness, who will step up in Hollywood Fitness to become the new leader. But don't worry for you Jazz Fitness fans out there, because I'm sure Jazz Fitness you can still see on Dream Masters Classics, as he is still on there. But as of right now, on this show, Jazz Fitness is leaving the building. And you can see him on Classics from now on, because there will be no more Jazz Vengeance and Jazz Fitness on this roster. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I am Jazz, and I wish you guys well, and have a great day.